This morning, Israeli forces raided several areas in the occupied West Bank. 6 more Palestinians were killed, 21 were wounded, and this is just a small part of a much more general escalation that is happening by Israel with raids in Jenin, in Nablus, blockades of whole communities, many young people shot, and of course the ongoing attempts at ethnic cleansing in East Jerusalem and Sheikh Jarrah. We have a report out by Amnesty this week accusing Israel of war crimes earlier this year in Gaza. Now, you did mention them in your UN Assembly speech, but nothing like the sort of assertive calls for action or sanction which you direct towards Putin's bloody invasion of Ukraine. Can you possibly please explain the inconsistency in standards and approach when it comes to the ongoing crimes against humanity, war crimes, legal occupation, ethnic cleansing, apartheid policies that Israel perpetrates day in, day out, blatantly, unapologetically, and yet no action is ever taken by the European Union on these matters?
Deputy Boyd Barrett raised that issue, Nablus and so forth. And again, as I said, and I've met with the Mahmoud Abbas recently. I also incidentally met with the Palestinian Prime Minister in London, coincidentally as we were going to the Queen's funeral. And what I would say is there's an absolute need, in my view, to stop the settlements. There's an absolute need for a genuine peace process between Israel and Palestine. And my fear is that I think there's a need for reform within Palestine as well. We need elections within the West Bank and within Gaza. There hasn't been an election now to the authority, I think, for over maybe 15 years or more. That's not satisfactory either. And there needs to be, and we've made these points, we need to continue to support the Palestinian Authority, resource-wise, so that it can administer services to its people. But ultimately, the only way around this, I think, or out of this endless saga, is to try and get a two-state solution in place. I don't think it in any way invalidates our condemnation of Russia's invasion of Ukraine, though, which you seem to suggest. I mean, I think what's going on in Ukraine is beyond condemnation at this stage. It's just incredible inhumanity, particularly the drones on civilian targets, on energy security. I mean, he basically wants to make life uninhabitable in Ukraine. Putin does. And I haven't seen the scale of what he's doing anywhere. I actually haven't in modern times, bar what happened in Syria, when he himself again did that. Iraq, I don't justify either. But in terms of what's happening now in Ukraine, which is a reckless, illegal, immoral invasion of a neighbouring state. And your stock response is always to sort of say, what about this, what about that, what about that? Can you not just very straightforwardly condemn Russia and do that?